The man merely glanced at the nanny's necklace by accident, but when his fiancée caught him, she instantly flew into a rage, accusing him of ogling where he shouldn't. He explained he merely thought the necklace looked familiar, but his fiancée refused to listen. Instead, she took her anger out on the innocent nanny. Her unreasonable outburst annoyed him. With a clear conscience, he saw no point in arguing with his fiancée. Instead, he walked over to the nanny, apologized, and left. Just as the nanny prepared to leave, the fiancée harshly confronted her, demanding who had permitted her to wear jewelry while working. She berated the nanny, asking if she thought she was a queen rather than a servant, forcing her to remove the necklace and warning her not to forget her place. The nanny hurriedly explained that the necklace was a family heirloom she'd worn since childhood and couldn't be removed lightly. But the fiancé paid no heed, violently snapping the necklace in two and demanding the nanny show more respect. The fiancé's unreasonable outburst was heard clearly by the man, who hadn't gone far. His patience snapped completely. He immediately removed the engagement ring from his fiancé's finger and declared the engagement null and void on the spot. The fiancé instantly panicked and scrambled to apologize, but the man wouldn't even glance at her. He turned to take the maid to the study, promising to have the necklace repaired. At that moment, a flash of jealousy and cruelty flickered in the fiancé's eyes. Once in the study, the man inquired about the necklace's origin. The nanny explained it was a keepsake given to her by her grandfather on his deathbed. Having grown up alone, the necklace had been her only companion, like a relative. These words stirred an unfamiliar emotion within the man, a mix of guilt and pity he couldn't quite define. He then invited the nanny to the back garden to relax, saying it was his favorite place to unwind. Unexpectedly, she declined. She explained she had household chores to attend to and didn't want to deepen her fiancé's misunderstanding. The man insisted he was the master of the house and could decide for himself, so he took her to the garden anyway. There, they sang, danced, and talked endlessly, their feelings for each other rapidly intensifying. When the maid hesitated, the man reassured her, saying he had already taken back the engagement ring from his fiancée and would have that domineering woman leave the house tomorrow. He sincerely invited her to meet him again in the back garden the next day. The next day, as the man prepared to confront his fiancée, he was abruptly stopped by the butler. The butler sought his consent, revealing they had been secretly involved for a long time and hoped for his blessing. The man froze in shock. He had clearly heard the nanny say she was single and assumed she had deceived him, unaware this was all a scheme orchestrated by his fiancée and the butler. Meanwhile, the nanny arrived at the back garden. After waiting a long time without seeing the man, she decided to go directly to his office. There, she stumbled upon his fiancée sitting on the desk. The fiancée informed the nanny that she and the man had reconciled, that he was currently bathing in the bathroom, and urged the nanny to leave discreetly. Believing she'd been toyed with, the nanny rushed downstairs in tears,